I've got some unfinished business. Hi kids, welcome to Terry on Tuesday. Guess what? I'm going to be dead soon. Wait for the applause to die down. Well, let's clarify that. As far as I know, I'm not going to die any minute now, he says. Otherwise, this would be a really short video. But what a way to go out on a YouTube channel, eh? Anyway, we're all going to be dead soon, right? But I have a unnaturally morbid obsession with, at some point, I'm going to be dead, right? I'm just about to hit 55 next week, kids. And you know, you see on TV and you see online, you see celebs keeling over at 55 and stuff. I mean, for example, T.Y. Tim from the Wee Papa Go Rappers, who are pretty big in the mid 80s. She's the same age as me, and she passed away recently, which was really sad. And it just reminds people, especially people of my age, we do not have, you know, a very long life ahead of us because, you know, looking at the genetics of it, my mum died in her 70s, but that was through smoking related illnesses. My dad died in his 80s, but he stopped smoking, but he did drink a lot, and he had many heart problems. So who knows? Maybe I've got another 20 or 30 years left. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, so with that in mind, that life is not a given, etc., 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 I need your help. Unfinished business, right? Now, being a creative stroke ADHD type, I have many projects on the go at once, and in the distance, by the wayside, are quite a few unfinished projects. Because this could happen to anybody, but one thing I've learned over the last year about ADHD is that you get the excitement from starting something new, but you very rarely see it through, because that bores you, and then you decide to get that executive dysfunction where you just can't bring yourself to finish it because you'd rather start something new, right? Like I say, you don't have to have ADHD to feel that way and do that with projects. I know a lot of people who do that. But I do have plenty unfinished projects. Now, being self-employed as an artist and voiceover person and prop maker and whatever, I do manage to finish quite a lot of stuff because, frankly, if I don't finish the jobs, I don't get paid. And if I don't get paid, I'm homeless. So I'm going to give you a little tour of most of the projects that I've started going back quite a long time ago. And I'm going to ask you guys and gals in the comments to pick one. Just pick one, because I can only do one at a time. And even then, it'll be quite a hard slog for me to actually get my brain in gear and actually get it finished. But I will try and finish one. Maybe we'll revisit this video and we'll try and finish another one at some point. And hopefully I won't have taken on another 10 new projects by then. So it's coming up to the end of the year, by the way. And I just bought myself a new 2025 wall planner. As you can see, I have been relying on wall planners for over 10 years. In fact, right at the top of the spread there is a wall planner from 2001. For some reason, I don't have from 2002 all the way up to whatever it is, but I don't know why. Maybe I threw them in the bin or they got lost moving house, but I've kept all the way up to 2024 now. They don't make a lot of sense, and there's not a lot of juicy goodness in there like a diary, but it's just little landmarks and little things that I used to write in, and stickers denoting important events and birthdays and Jack Sparrow gigs and conventions and stuff like that. Little things. Occasionally I have put in little black thunder clouds type stuff, just to remind me of the days when things have not been great. And I mentioned this to my GP many years ago, and he said, why don't you draw a sun on the days when things are really good? And I thought, that's quite good thing. Why I didn't think of that, I don't know. Probably because I'm morbid git. But I think we should celebrate and mark our good days, probably even more so than our bad days. Anyway, so I bought a new 2025 planner. No thanks to Amazon. Nightmare trying to get that delivered. Anyway, so let's go and look at all the projects that I've got, and I'll talk you through them, and we can amongst ourselves work out which one we should finish first, or at least try and get finished finally. Yeah? Okay. Welcome to the upstairs room where all my projects are laid out. Bear in mind there are a couple that you still haven't seen. Anyway, here they all are, very interesting and very sci-fi based, obviously. Let's go through them. Number 1, my Federation Trooper from Blake 7 costume. There are the guns. I was making 4 guns and I kind of stopped. There's the costume. I've also got the helmet and boots. More Blake 7 stuff. Liberator pistols, handguns that not screen accurate but quite nice. Started buying those ages ago. Costume, Zaphod Beeblebrox. That's the second head, or it will be. There's the jacket that I spent a lot of time and money on, plus the very expensive jumper that was custom knitted for me. What have we got here? An Invasion Cyberman helmet. It's fiberglass. The face is the only decent part of it. If I turn it around, I'll show you how wonky it is. It's a heck of a mess. I think it's a cast of a cast or something like that. It's very, very concave in the side panels, so I don't know how to... I don't think heat will fix those. I may need to resculpt them and stuff. I don't know what to do with that yet. 3 canvases, all based on the Star Wars original trilogy. So from left to right, we've got A New Hope, Empire, and Jedi. That's Tatooine, that's the Death Star, and that should be the Death Star surface. All locations in the film in order. There's Hoth, very proud of that one, I like Hoth. That's supposed to be Dagobah, which has been started but not finished, and there's Cloud City, which I've done the clouds but not the city. And then Return of the Jedi, Jabba's Palace, that's finished, I quite like that one. Then in the middle, more Dagobah stuff, because Luke goes back to Dagobah, and the last bit should be Endor, but I haven't done anything at all. Now, the Lawgiver from Planet of the Apes. This is a Sculpey sculpt that I started a good few years ago, at least 8 or 9 years ago. And he needs a table in front of him, the legal scrolls or the holy scrolls from the film. Will take a lot more Sculpey. Now this is something I've wanted. This is a Jason and the Argonauts skeleton, painted and assembled by my friend Andy Anquetil, who put the shield on and put him on the base. But unfortunately, when he delivered it, it was the middle of summer and I left him in the window and his legs, made of a vinyl, warped. So I bought a new skeleton out of a hard plastic Halloween skeleton. And the plan was to swap heads and reposition the new one on there. This is the oldest one. This is the Lars Homestead that I did around 2012, believe it or not, out of cardboard and body filler. It just needs sanding and assembly, and I was going to put the steps in the front there going all the way down into the house itself. It's pretty much accurate proportions wise. I don't know what sort of scale it is. It probably could fit a Star Wars figure, I suppose, but it would need a heck of a lot more sanding, assembly and painting. My plan was to mould them all up and make a few, but I didn't get round to it. And of course, Bloody Students. As you know, I'm finishing Mummified up this year and in the new year, so that'll be fun. But could I afford to do Bloody Students? Finally, the Gundam figure I bought, the model kit. Really want to get round to doing that, but when do I do it? Also, Skeletor. I started doing this costume about a year or so ago. Bought a really nice plastic mask with a jaw, and as you can see, I've reshaped a lot of his face and moved his nose up and stuff, and started working on the hood. But I'm going to need a body like that. So that's another thing that I need to work on, my own physical shape. And finally, the bulb's gone in my bathroom. I need to change the bulb at some point. Ooh. So, that was voiceover Terry. You've seen the projects. I'll list the names of them here. Which one do you think I should finish? Bear in mind, they're all going to take a bit of work and a bit of money and etc., etc. And there are even one or two that I think maybe I should just bin them straight away and just not even do them. But it would be interesting to know which one of these little projects you guys would sort of notice and go, ooh, I'd like to see that finished, just for the heck of it. So I'm getting nosy. It's early in the morning. Village is coming to life. But no, which one do you think I should do? If you're watching this on Facebook, you can leave a comment and I'll make a note of it. Or if you're watching it on YouTube, make a comment down below. As ever, trollness and nastiness never shows up in my comments. I approve all comments, and gits are not allowed. This is a no git zone. So anyway, that's it for this week. I know it's a very strange one, and again, a nice short one for you guys. So you tell me, and maybe next week I'll point out the one that you've all chosen, and in the new year, we'll get going. That's all for me. Take care now. Bye-bye then.